So, like, I know a lot of people say that, Tyler and Logan, like, they have no dynamic, they have no chemistry, and they're not canon. But, like, hear me out, okay? Okay, so, like, as we know, Logan is, like, a nerd, and he gets bullied a lot, right? And then Tyler, so we know, I can find the picture, but we know that he's, like, popular and stuff, and, like, plays baseball. And, yeah, he's just really popular. And so, like, when Logan gets bullied, Tyler will, like, go up, and he will, like, stop Logan from getting bullied, and, like, whatever, like, he'll stop and be like, hey, if you don't do this, if you don't stop bullying him, I can get you kicked off the team, basically. And so, like, going off of that, like, they just have a really cute dynamic, right? And they've been talking a lot more. And I saw someone once say that they think when, like, it was headcanon that when Tyler started getting feelings for Logan was when Logan started becoming more confident. Like this, you know? Because, like, Tyler's attracted to confidence, which I can fully see happening because of the way Tyler is and stuff. And, like, he just seems like that. Like, he'd be more attracted to confidence. And then, you know, we all know that Logan gets scratched and that Tyler was, you know, the first one to go up to him. Look at that. He's so worried about his boyfriend, guys. So then when Aiden comes up, he's still like Logan's shaking. He's like trying to reassure him, and then we're just ignoring Aiden because what the flip. But anyways, like look, they're such cutie. And then like when Logan was asking how bad his scratch was, like because they were trying to patch him up, they saw it, and you know they're all kind of awkward because they don't want to answer, but they're all awkward, right? Look how worried Tyler looks. He looks so worried for him. And then also this is giving that that moment in movies where people like walk by each other and they make eye contact and it's like slow motion or something. They like this. I don't like, but like I don't know. But they're so cute here. I don't know why, but it's giving, like, I don't know. And then, you know, here we got one of their first, like, direct conversations to each other, which is, like, the sarcastic thing, right? And it goes from, like, being like this and Tyler actually, like, getting upset or, like, getting, like, annoyed with Logan for not understanding that to like, Logan himself being pretty confident and, like, not sarcastic, but, like, yeah, you know what I mean, like, himself. So, like, he might have been offended, but he's probably actually really proud, because what the flip? And, like, he wasn't even mad at him, like, we're ignoring, because, like, you know, there was this, but, like, over here, he was more so mad at Aiden because Aiden was laughing because he was talking to Aiden because he wasn't calling Logan stupid. He was talking to Aiden because Aiden was also laughing at him. And like back to when Logan got hurt, he woke up, right? And then Taylor was like, "Oh, are you feeling any better?" It was like, "Not really." But then he saw the Phantom, was like, "Oh, what happened to it?" And Aiden started explaining in like grave detail about what happened. And then Tyler was just like, "Stop it," because we don't want to make him sick, and he's already hurt. And like Logan was the first one to agree to Tyler's plan to go to Savannah, the first one. And then you know, of course we have the arcade because like okay, there's two people playing, but Logan is specifically watching this one, which is the one that Tyler's playing at. Which could mean nothing, but like I think it's really, and you know like here Tyler, yeah, he's looking at this one because like Taylor's there, so he's more so looking at Taylor, but we also don't know what direction he's looking at, and yeah, he's probably looking at Taylor, but like he could be, but he's also could be watching both, like his sister and you know his best friend definitely playing it, and then you know Tyler always cares for Logan the most when Logan gets hurt. Like I feel like the one who always cares for Logan the most is Tyler. Like Aiden was laughing, sure Ben was worried, so was Taylor, and Ashlyn didn't really care, and Sue didn't react in the moment though, but like he looked so worried. Which also leads me to up here, where when this happened, one, Tyler was the closest to Logan at the time, and then over here, like, I don't know why they picked Logan, which kind of makes me mad, but, like, over here, sure, like, everyone, they all reacted, but Tyler, like, he tensed up the most, like, he was really tense and, like, worried, you know? And, like, they're next to each other a lot, too, like, look at that, and everyone was shocked, right, by the whole Mafia thing, but everyone is looking, like, at Logan's grandparents, right? But Tyler, he's looking at Logan, and no one else, like, talked about it other than Tyler. Like, Tyler mentioned it to Logan and no one else brought it up. Like how when Ben talked about his past, Taylor was the only one who responded, or like responded first. And so when Logan's past was brought up, Tyler responded first. And which brings me to another point. So like we already know that Red confirmed Aiden and Ashlyn are going to become canon. It's just going to take some time because of like Ashlyn's boundaries and stuff, and obviously they got to take things slow. And then Ben and Taylor, they've had some moments, they've held hands 2 times minimum, and then like they had that scene outside of the arcade with like the music, and they're all like overall just really cute around each other and have such a good relationship, and like they're always around each other. So Ben and Taylor are most likely going to become canon as well, and like actually gonna happen. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they happen first, only because they don't have as many boundaries set between themselves as Ashlyn and Aiden do between them because of Ashlyn's personal preferences, which sure they're being built down right now, but whatever. And then that leaves Tyler and Logan alone. But also whenever one of their pasts are brought up, like how I mentioned with Ben's, Taylor responded first, and whenever like Ashlyn has been the first to notice Aiden's past. And Tyler was the first one who brought it up, but Ashlyn was the first one who noticed it. And Logan's past was mentioned, and Tyler was the first and only one to respond. And then, like in here, look at them. So everyone's like actually hugging, right? But these two aren't. Well, wait. Logan? No, that's Ashlyn's arm, okay. I think. Logan, okay, so that's Ashlyn's arm. No one's like actually, everyone's hugging except for Tyler. Tyler and Logan are right next to each other, but they're also the only ones not hugging people. Which, interesting. And then, obviously we have here, where Tyler could have grabbed anyone. He grabs, like, Logan specifically. And he could have let go. He didn't have to keep holding on, but he didn't, and he kept holding on. And his grip doesn't look loose. His grip looks pretty tight to me. And then we also have this, which is more physical touch between them. And Tyler has seemed only like initiate and just have in general physical contact with Taylor because he's the closest with Taylor, the nicest with her, and like like is the most vulnerable around her and stuff, you know? So then again, we have, so starting with my other things, we have Aiden and Ashlyn holding hands, right? They're holding hands. You can see here too that Aiden and Ashlyn are again holding, and around the same time, Ben and Taylor are also as well holding hands. So like we're gonna ignore the train scene because I know both of them were lost, but Tyler cares about Taylor more. So it's just really funny to me how he didn't care about Logan at all here. But we're ignoring that because in any situation he would have only cared about Taylor and not anyone else. So because like Taylor has his whole world. So like yeah. But then once he gets back up, they're right next to each other and they're completely fine again. So yeah. And again, when Logan is worried, Tyler's the first one to respond. Which again brings me back to the arcade when Logan was like this, and Tyler was the first one to notice, and was also the first one other than Logan to notice Baron there. And so Tyler continues to talk about how he's like gonna tell their baseball coach, and Baron will get kicked off the team if Baron does anything more. So then they're just like, Tyler is the first one to say, or not someone, my bad, Taylor is the first one to say like they should go, even though Tyler was the first one to notice it. And so then Logan was just like no, and was explaining why not. And so Tyler was just like, oh, like if he wants to stand up for himself and Noah the other guy, then like yeah. He was just like, go do it. We'll be here for you. And like, look how proud he looks. Like he's so ready. And like, listen, Ben was mad because of his past and bullying. Taylor was anxious because it's one of her best friends, and also Ben. Aiden was like this because Ashlyn was like that, and Logan is like a brother to Ashlyn, and also Aiden was like that because, you know, his friend, and also he was interested in the drama. But Tyler, like, you can just tell he's worried. If it was anyone else other than Taylor, if it was Taylor, he would have been with her. But it was Logan, and he was not, but he was like on it. And so then Logan thought back to what Tyler had said earlier about the Phantoms being more scary than Baron. And so then we also have after Tyler's death. Like, sure, everyone was kind of like, Aiden was poking at him, Ben was asking if he was okay on the phone, their mom was there, but Logan had like his arms on him and was like crying. Okay, I just got the full picture back. So like clearly you can see, ignore Tyler's feet. Like clearly you can see that Ben is worried because of his facial expression, his like accent mark, and then him asking if Tyler's okay. And then for Aiden, he doesn't seem worried, obviously about what he's saying, but like look at his face. He's obviously worried for his friend. But then, you know, like we have Logan and he's holding on to him and crying. Which, yeah, I get it. Logan's more of an anxious kid, more of an anxious guy, so he was, like, crying. He didn't cry when Aiden died, when Aiden was affected. Maybe because he knew he was going to be okay because of Tyler, but maybe not. And in the facility, they first walked into Tyler's room and saw this. Tyler first recognized, like, he recognized Logan's name, or Logan's voice, immediately, and he knew it was Logan. And then we have the motel, right? And, like, they had or they were supposed to sleep next to each other before in the motel in Savannah, but they didn't because Logan was too scared about, like, with Tyler and too intimidated by him. But now they slept together, and I didn't realize until someone pointed this out. But they're sleeping, they commented on something and pointed it out, but they're sleeping on the sleeping bag of each other's colors, like, because orange is Tyler's color. I'm blocking out for you again. So, like, orange is Tyler's color. We know that. And we also know that blue is Logan's color. So, like, Tyler having a blue sleeping bag, which is Logan's color, and then, I know this is red, so don't mind it. Tyler has Logan's sleeping on an orange sleeping bag, which is Tyler's color. Interesting, to say the least, you know? And, like, we obviously know Red knows the ship exists because of, you know, the diner incident where people all thought that Logan was sitting on Tyler's lap because y'all are creepy and freaky as hell. And so Red moved them because it used to be Logan, Tyler, Taylor, and then I think there was, like, Ashlyn, Ben, Aiden, somewhere in that order over there. But they changed it because to Logan being over here and Tyler being over here instead of next to each other, and they changed the angle from being over here to being straight in front. So people can make those assumptions again and can make those assumptions about anyone. And also, they mean a lot to me because my friend introduced me to the show, and or to School Bus Graveyard, and I was like, oh, seems cool, whatever. And one day I was bored and was just like, oh, I'll read it. But I got bored from it, and after like episode 3, I don't know, I gave up and stopped reading it. And I kept getting a bunch of edits of it. I was like, oh wait, this is low-key cool. And I still didn't want to read it though. And I saw an edit or like not an edit, it was like a thing of Tyler and Logan talking about like shipwise. So I texted my friend. So then I was just like, hey, are Tyler, Logan and Tyler canonically together? Because I didn't know anything about it yet. And so they were like, yes. So I said, canonically? Oh no, absolutely not. So I was like, oh shit. So then I like stopped reading after episode like 5 or 6 because I also didn't see them interact. So I was just like, I was reading it just for them. But then I got a bunch of more cool edits and then kept reading it. So they mean a lot to me because they're the reason I started to kept reading in the first place. And I was like, wait, literally like everyone shipped them. Because I wasn't fully in the fandom yet or whatever. So I was like, everyone shipped them yet they're not canon. And they were like, no, they're not. But the more I think about it, they're like good together. Anyways, yeah, this is the chemistry I think they have. This is why I ship them. Hate me or not, I don't really care because they mean a lot to me. And yeah.